we start today's video, look at these cupcakes that I made this morning with my amazing support worker Becky. They are just plain at the moment, but we're going to put jam and cream on them and make them Victoria sponge cakes. So yeah, I'll let you know how I find them, definitely. Hi everybody, my name's Cody, and in today's video I'm going to be walking you through how to get an autism assessment. I'm going to be walking you through the 3 options, just like I did in my ADHD video. If you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. It would really help me and the algorithm to recommend the video to people that may need to see it. So firstly, you've got the NHS, and the NHS waiting list, just like ADHD, the waiting lists are absolutely abhorrent. They are about 7 years long in some areas. In some areas they're even longer, and with autism you've got to take into account that even when you do get the diagnosis, the NHS has no post-diagnostic support. Usually they just say you've got autism, get on with it, learn to manage it yourself. They don't offer any sort of support afterwards within the team that diagnosed you. So you've got to bear that in mind. Also, if you want a quick assessment, the NHS is not an option for you. I would recommend one of the 2 options we're going to cover. It's going to be quite a quick video compared to ADHD. So the private route is very expensive. My college, bless their hearts, paid for my assessment privately because they knew I was really struggling and they knew that I needed to know the answer. So mine cost £1,500, but I've seen providers go up to £2,500. And usually with the private assessment, you can sort of book online and you'll have a screening, a clinical interview with someone like a clinical psychologist or a speech and language therapist or an OT or a specialist mental health nurse, or someone that will do the assessment with you, and hopefully they'll walk you through the process and make you feel comfortable. But another thing about this is that you'll find out probably quicker if you're autistic. So you won't find out at the end of the appointment like you would with most ADHD assessments. They usually have to go and consult the rest of their multidisciplinary team to make a decision on whether you are autistic or not. So option number 3 is the right to choose, and this is when the NHS will pay for a private assessment for you. So you can literally go to your GP surgery after looking on the Right to Choose website for a provider that does support Right to Choose and say, I would like an assessment with this provider under the Right to Choose, and this is a legal framework, and GP surgeries are very unlikely to tell you about this because obviously their resources and the NHS is actually freaked at the moment. So yeah, and bear in mind, I'm having a lot of people saying to me, oh, my GP's refusing to do this, my GP's refusing to do that. They can't. They have general knowledge about absolutely everything. They don't have specialist knowledge of anything, just general knowledge. And their training on autism is very, very minimal. I probably have more training on autism than they do. I've got a level 2 qualification. They probably don't even have that. So if they are refusing to put you on the Right to Choose pathway, then that is not appropriate because they can't make that decision. They'll probably give you some forms to fill out. Privately they will as well, and the NHS will give you forms. But usually with the NHS, it is to sort of pick out who actually really scores high enough to have an assessment. With private practice, they'll do this as well, most of them. I would hope they did anyway. And with the Right to Choose, they'll sort of make you do forms to see who qualifies for an assessment and who actually really needs one to try and put some strain off of themselves. With the Right to Choose, it takes up to a year, I'd say, is the longest provider I've seen, but you can get an assessment within 4 to 6 weeks with the shortest one at the moment that I've seen. And again, make sure they're compliant with NICE, which is the National Institute of Healthcare Excellence, I think, if you're going for an assessment in private practice and not Right to Choose. If they're Right to Choose certified and are on the list, they will be compliant with NICE. So I wouldn't worry about that. With the right to choose, I think the diagnostic support will be quite minimal as well. I think with private, you are likely to get some diagnostic support if you're willing to fork out for it, which is really sad because people deserve that diagnostic support and to understand their brains. So yeah, there's an advantage and disadvantage, several to every option. But if you have any questions for me as an autistic person, then please just stick them in the comment section and I'll try and help as best as I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching my video and I hope you have a lovely day. Keep sparkling.